Hey everybody, this is Don, the guy who is trying to be the sly strategist. And today we're going to do a quick tip on trip. So trip is one of those actions that you can do in addition to striking while you're trying not to do that 3 times in a row during the 3 action economy. Trip is a very useful action simply because it provides a condition that not only helps you attack, it helps your whole entire team, both with movement of the creature as well as bonuses to the attack. So let's go ahead and get into that. So trip is an attack that you do on a creature, and what you are attempting to do is you are attempting to make the creature prone. Don't necessarily think of it as sweeping with the leg or something along those lines, or just sticking your ankle out. What you are actually trying to do is you are trying to make the creature prone. Think of it more as a judo trip or something along those lines, where you're pushing the character down because you need a free hand. You either need a free hand or you need a weapon that has the tripping trait. Then you can do it without a free hand. If the weapon has a tripping trait, that also gives you the full reach of the weapon. So let's say you had a bow staff or a whip. Well, then you have the full reach of that particular weapon in order to attempt the trip, rather than having to be within physical reach of the creature. It is an athletics check for the creature that you are trying to trip, so it would be the DC against their reflex. It is an attack trait, so it does have the multiple attack penalty. So keep that in mind when you're using it. It might be useful to use it at the beginning if that is key to your plan for attacking the creature. On a critical failure, one thing that will happen is that you may lose your balance, fall, and you will be the one prone, and therefore have the problems associated with a prone condition. But if you critically succeed, then the target falls, lands prone, so therefore has the prone condition, as well as takes 1d6 of damage. Now, this does also apply to flying creatures. So think of it as you are more shoving the creature down. In the case of a flying creature, what would happen is they could possibly take fall damage, because fall damage is 5 feet or more. So they can attempt to arrest a fall in order to prevent that damage. However, a success still makes them prone. And even if they arrest a fall, it's not specifically stated. My interpretation of how the rule looks is that on a critical success, even if they arrest a fall, they would still take that 1d6 of damage. However, one thing I will say is it does not apply necessarily to swimming creatures. It would be hard to make a swimming creature go prone. That, I will say, is more along a GM discretion, to be honest, though, with swimming, simply because if you're looking at the prone condition itself, which we'll go ahead and put up, the prone condition doesn't apply to swimming. So I don't even know if the damage would apply at that point. But the big advantage of tripping someone is you are trying to get the -1 circumstance penalty to attack rolls. And it also requires the creature to attempt to right themselves for a full action on the next turn. So you're giving them a -2. You're making them waste an action. So it definitely helps out in a whole bunch of different ways. Something that you should keep in mind when you're trying to decide what to do on your turn. And it's just one of those good things. So I hope you got something out of this video. If it was useful for you, go ahead and like and subscribe. But regardless of what you do, I hope you guys have a great day and happy adventuring. Thanks.